It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Houston Cougars and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Red Raiders ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Houston Cougars offense as they take control of the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number 1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. So Texas Tech's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Fakes to grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Entering play call. Coach suggests.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
One of the things I like about this tight end is he's a target vertically down the field. That was a post route that time. And if you want to try to cover him with a linebacker, probably not going to be fast enough. You want to cover him with a safety, probably not going to be big enough. That's the matchup nightmare this guy can be, and his quarterback well aware of it on that throw.
Inside the 30. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Dickey. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Base models, concept, well, and balanced. You have 6 options.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Eakin. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider!
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
The extra point here would tie the game.
You have 15 options, add again to selected.
And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Free wide jack barrier for Cad, Texas 4-man.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Got enough for the first. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Left jacks 2-man.
After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun.
Entering play call, tight, nickel, 2, cover 6, cover 3 match.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a man, it's Wegman. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Left on 2-man.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Walker. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Got his man. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this.
Caught. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Houston.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Entering base model screen, you have 5 options.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. The sure hands, it's Dickey. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. He goes right back to the air. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Running inside. It's Dickey. Finding some room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The give to the left side. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in the elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range. But let's see if they choose to go for it here. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play?
Concept, trap, there are 12 categories.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Williams. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Entering play call.
Timeout Houston, their 2nd. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. A 1st down run in the red zone. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down.
There are 9 categories. You have 12 options.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Slams ahead. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Great job by the back on the option.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
You have 15 options. Attempt is selected.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd.
You have 5 options. Kickoff left is selected.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
3-3. Cover 3.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work.
Left X 2.
They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Got it set up on the outside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Houston going up tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Categories. You have 18 options. Cover 3. Sky is selected.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Got it in the middle. It's Carter. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first.
Empty and slot mid-screen.
They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Hammond. Snagged out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Orange, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Now over to your game in Lubbock. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's go down to the sidelines now, where Holly Rowe has an update on that injury.
Texas Tech's head coach told me coming out of the locker room. Big news for their star running back. He is out for the rest of this game. Guys, this is a huge story that is developing. We will keep you posted on what's going on here on the sideline and what is going to happen with the backup in this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's sticky. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Joyner. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his man. They convert on 3rd down as he gets him to the 46-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. Runs through a man. He might have space. Touchdown, Red Raider. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Lining up for the PAT.
You have 15 options, pat attempt is selected.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Cover 3 Sky.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Houston wants to play fast. Quick release by the QB. Could not make his way to the corner.
Entering play call.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Houston will be forced to punt. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Personnel, empty and drag slot fit, drive wheel, end.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. There he goes. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. He leaves it with the back. Might have a chance. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks. And
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him.
Entering play call. In view. Challenge play is selected.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
Entering paused screen.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Looking downfield, it's Wegman. It's complete. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21.
Cover 2 man. Left on 2 man.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force the negative play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Give him 6. Touchdown, Cougars. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth.
All favorites. There are 8 categories. You have 78 options.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the back. The give is to Williams. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Under fire. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Dickey. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying to impose their will with the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Entering
timeout Houston, their second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the Red Raiders trying to cash it in on first and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run with Joyner. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
Stretch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll run it on third and goal. Push down for the tackle.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Entering paused screen, you have 4 options.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Surge on top here in the final minute.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ball game. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive.
Time, 2, 3, 6, SS, cover 4, cover 2 man.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Category, pass.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.
Stats. Entering player stats. Player stats, team TTU, rushing, receiving, blocking, defensive, tackles for loss 0, QB sack, interception 0, Entering post. Return to hub. Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions. Entering no love. Entering no love lost screen. Man, top upgrade coach skills is selected. Entering coach ability screen you have architect motivator is entering coach ability screen is selected. Is selected. Entering coach ability screen you have 10 options. Motivator is select. Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions. Top up ready to advance is selected. CFD entering too close for comfort screen. Entering week 1, week 2, week 4. Week 6. Week 9, week 10. Entering too close for comfort. Enter yes. Entering main menu. What's new is focused. Play training is focused. Entering create and share. Rosters, manage players is focused. Or update rosters is focused. Entering roster, entering main menu. Entering create and share. Manage player, order depth chart is focused. Entering depth chart screen, 1 row 59 columns left filter F4 right filter QB slot no players. Slot 2. Slot 1. AHP. Slot 3. Slot 2. FG. AHP. FG. Slot. 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 Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 3. WR. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 4. Slot 1. T. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 3. LT. LG. C. RG. RT. LEDG. REDG. DT. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 4. Slot 3. SIM. Mic. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 3. Will. Slot 2. Slot 1. Mic. Slot 4. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 2. Slot 4. Slot 3. Will. Slot 2. Slot. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 1. My SIM. Slot. Slot 3. CP. Slot 3. Slot 6. Slot 5. FS. Slot 2. SS. Slot 2. FS. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot 3. C key. Slot. 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 Slot 6. Slot 5. Slot 4. Slot 3. Slot 5. SS. Slot 3. Slot 2. FS. Slot. 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 K. SS. Slot. Slot 2. K. P. Player name. Kick return. Stamina. Injury. Kick accuracy. Kick power 86. Kick power 86. LS. KR. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 2. PR. COS. Player name. Pass block. Run block. Lead. Kick power 96. Kick power 3 DRG. FG. AHG. SNT. 3 DRG. Slot. Slot 2. Slot 3. CAD. Slot. Slot 2. Slot 1. PWHG. AHG. FG. AHG. F. SL. S. RD key. R. 3 DRG. Slot 2. PWHG. Slot. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot. SLWR. Slot, 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 slot 1, slot, 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 slot 2, slot, slot 3, RLE, slot, slot, slot 1, slot, 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 RRE, slot, 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 RLE, RRE, RNT, SUBLG, RD, RRE, slot, 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 slot 2, slot 1, RDT, slot, slot 3, slot, slot, slot 1, slot, slot, slot 2, slot, 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 slot 3, NT, slot 3, slot, slot, slot 1, slot, slot, slot 2, slot, slot, slot 3, SUBLG, slot, 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 slot 2, slot 1, with Mike, slot 2, slot 3, RRE, slot, slot 3, slot 2, slot 1, RD, SLCG, AH, CG, slot 3, slot 4, SLCG, slot, slot, slot 1, slot, 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 slot 2, slot, 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 cube key. Entering main menu. What's new is focused. Train. Entering create and share. Rosters is manage players is focused. Order depth chart is focused. Entering depth chart screen 1 row 59 SLCG. Entering main menu. What's train play entering play. Road to the CFP is focused. Entering DOS hub. Results history. Edit depth chart. Entering depth chart SLCG. Slot 2. SUBLG. Slot 2. RRE. Entering depth chart and save changes. Entering official. Entering yes. Entering file save pop-up files. Entering DOS Hub screen home. You have 2 options. Entering team Auburn Tigers. Auburn Tigers. Bucooter. South Carolina. Michigan. Iowa. Florida. Clemson. Bucooter. Auburn Tigers. Arizona. Maryland Terrapins. NC State Wolfpack. Auburn Tigers. Search settings up. Edit uniforms. Home uniform up. Away uniform option is set to current away. Searching for opponent. Estimated wait time 10 seconds.
Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die.
Entering play call.
Okay, Holly.
Options. Kickoff left is selected.
Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Time. 3 to 4. 3, 3, 5. 3 to 4. Nickel. Three, min. There are 3 categories. You have 21 options. Cover 4 cons is selected.
Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Crossfire 3.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught by Wesco. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Play call.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Pulls it again on the option. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start.
He's going for the goal line, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Kickoff left is selected.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
3-3-5. Men, error for category. Cover 6 in Burr. Left X 2-man.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides to the back. Would be an alley.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
The run inside. It's Johnson. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He'll run it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
There are 3 categories.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Inside.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to the ground with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn, from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of...
Caught, and he's got room. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
Entering play call, favorites, play type, right, contact, verticals, MTNT, verticals, for vertical, MTNT, verticals.
So first down here as they go back to work. Brown will throw it. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, and you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
He'll keep it on second down. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The field goal is no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. First play of the drive wants to throw. With the catch, it's Moore. Breaks into the open.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Texas 4-man.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. This time he wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Across the 45. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time,
maybe some room here. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
There are 4 categories. You have 15 options. Cover 4 quarters is selected. Even. Mike Simt, cover 3 drop.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. There he goes. He is in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I absolutely love this, man. I love offenses that stay aggressive. Like, yes, you could have kicked the field goal. Obviously, the longer the field goals get, man, the least amount of percentages you make. Stay aggressive. Keep it in your offensive hands. And I love the physicality up front on that 4th down.
But defense, we have got to find a way to get that guy on the ground. That is poor tackling. It's poor run defense. It's one thing in that situation to give up a 1st down, fine. You can't let him take it to the house. For an explosive run like that, that is a backbreaker if you're on defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Favorites. There are 8 categories. You have 9 options. T-back is selected.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running inside. It's Cobb. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Drive. X under.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Buried before he could blink. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line.
Win. There are 3 categories. You have
we'll see them really
options.
hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Davidson. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The handoff to Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Entering play call.
Man, how about that defense
on
the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
There are 8 categories. You have 9 options. Level slot scheme is selected.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Brown will throw it. It's complete on the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
There are 8 categories. There are 7 play action, screen, bubble screen, AHD slip screen, AHD slip screen, empty and cross screen.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to set up the screen. He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Entering play call.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
Quick stop, run, counter, trap.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The run inside. It's Cobb. Breaks the tackle. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Auburn. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Entering play call.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
Entering play call, you have 7 options. Return left.
And the Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Power.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning.
Oh, he's got some space. Bust through behind his pad. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
3-2-4 single mug. Cover 9. Left X 2-man.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And
that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
With the catch, it's Davidson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Option look, it's Brown. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out. And it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go to creating a big loss.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
3-3 win. Sam Mike 3 Chris.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way.
Turning it on! That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they're pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He's in open space downfield. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Muscling ahead on third and short. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That's a 20. He's got space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Here comes the 2-point try. They want to throw it. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Play type there. Midline option.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to make them guess wrong on the read option to the right. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Speed option.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the option. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
RPO key, RPO alert, RPO alerts, RPO power alert bubble.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Running inside, it's Cobb. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
To the ground. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give and tick, 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 tick. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a dub.
The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quarterback running on the draw. Maybe a crease. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Field goal. There are 6 categories. You have 6 options. Fake
lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
3, hot blitz 3. Cover 4 drop.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he can go.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker. And he's able to win up front. He sees the gap. He's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He's taking a deep shot. Incomplete on 4th.
Entering play call. Entering.
And man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Inside zone.
And that just about.
Entering. Attention, pop up. Your peer has conceded the game. Exit game. Sack rush attempts. Entering DOS Hub screen home, you have 2 options. You have 8 options. Play game 10 is selected. Notification: your friend IMKREMTHEDREAM is now online. Notification: your friend IYOGLUD is now online. Matchmaking 1. Auburn Tigers. Auburn Tigers. Search settings option is set. Find opponent. Searching for opponent. Estimated wait time 10 seconds. Entering. Still searching pop-up. We are still searching for an opponent. What would you like to do? Continue. Entering. Still searching pop-up. We are still Auburn Tigers. Entering DOS Hub screen home. You have 2 options. You have 8 options. Play game 10 is selected. Entering main menu. Dynasty. Continue. Load accept invite is focused. Entering selected dynasty to play. Big Bone Nation Dynasty. Online save. Online ads 27 Dynasty. Desert League Dynasty. On AHP Test Dynasty. Online save. Asante Samuel UCF. Deuce Dynasty 27 Dynasty. Online save. Asante Samuel. Entering my school update. Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions. Members, you have 12 options. CFD team schedule. Entering week 1. Entering Dynasty coach ability team depth chart. View roster. Entering roster. T. You have 6 options. Overview. Entering. Edit player. Gear. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Headgear is selected. Entering helmet screen, you have face marks / tape. No, I paint 3. Mouthpiece. Hanging mouthpiece pacifier yellow. Hanging mouthpiece pacifier white. Visor. Oakley clear reflective. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Lower body. Enter. Compression pants. Pants. Towel. Waist gear. None. Waist play call band team color. Enter feet. Entering shoe model screen, you have 4. Jordan Nike Vapor Nike Vapor Untouchable Pro. Jordan mid 7. Sock height. High socks. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Feet is selected. Entering rosters spreadsheet screen. Red shirt status red shirt Noni. You have 6 options. Over. Entering Caden Peening. Edit player. Gear. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Headgear is selected. Entering helmet face mask. Visor. Oakley prism. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Lower body. Enter compression pants, pants, towel, waist gear, none. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 feet. Entering shoe mod, Nike Vaporant, Nike Vaporant, Nike Air Jordan, Nike Jordan Mid 5. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Feet is selected. Entering red shirt status, red shirt Noni. You have 6 options. Overview is selected. Entering set as edit player. Gear. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Headgear, lower body. Entering base layer screen, you have 4 options. Pants, towel, waist gear, none. Entering feet, right pet, none. Left pet, none. Sock height, high socks. Shoe model, Jordan, Nike Alpha, Jordan 3 Cement. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Feet is selected. Enter red shirt status, red shirt Noni. You have 6 options. Overview. Entering Grayson. Set as edit player. Gear. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Headgear. Entering helmet screen, you have face mask, visor, Oakley clear. Entering edit gear screen, you have lower body. Enter compression pants, pants, towel, waist gear, none. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Feet, lower body. Entering compression pants. Entering feet. Entering shoe model screen, you have 48 options. Nike Vapors, Jordan 3, Jordan Mid 5, sock height, high socks. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Feet is selected. Rating gear. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Headgear is entering helmet screen, face mask, visor, clear. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Headgear is selected. Enter red shirt status, red shirt no. You have 6 options. Overview is selected. Entering set as captain, edit player. Gear. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Headgear. Entering help face marks / tape. No, I paint you. Mouthpiece. Visor. Oakley clear reflective. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Lower body. Entering base compression pants. Pants. Towel. Waist gear. None. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 feet. Entering shoe. Nike Jordan Mid 7. Sock height. High socks. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Feet is selected. Entering roster spread, red shirt status. You have 6 options. Overview. Entering set as edit player. Gear. Entering edit gear screen, you have player info. Entering unified editor screen, you have 8 options. Gear. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Headgear is selected. Entering helmet screen, face marks / tape. I paint 3. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Headgear is selected. Enter face mask. Visor. Clear. Clear reflective. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Lower body. And compression pants. Pants. Entering feet. Entering shoe model screen, you have 48 options. Sock height. High socks. Entering edit gear screen, you have 5 options. Feet is selected. Entering Ross LT. Entering Dynasty Hub. Entering warning pop-up. Are you sure you want? Yes. Entering main menu. What's new is focus.